So I'm just gonna start this video by saying I'm not a yaoi connoisseur, right? I know there's a lot of people on the internet who claim to be that and like talk about their yaoi collections, and that you see those videos like, oh, my mom found my yaoi collection. I'm not that person. I'm not that guy. Um, I don't really indulge in yaoi like the regular. I don't really. That's not my thing. Uh, but here, I'll get the story started. So I'm going to get my yearbook signed. I'm a senior, right? Or when I was getting it signed, I was a junior. So it's like my third yearbook. I already have a decent amount of signings on it, and I go up to my artist friend Connor, right? So I go up to him, and I'm like, "Hey man, can you sign my yearbook? I've known this kid for ages. I've known him since middle school, right? And so I give it to him. He flips a page, and then for a good minute, he's just like writing a signature in it. And I assume he's writing a super heartfelt, long message, right? Something really sweet, like, uh, DJ, you've been my friend forever. I love you. I respect you. You're the coolest person I've ever met. You're the best. Like, something like obvious like that, right? He hands it back to me, and there's the signature. It's his signature. But on the whole blank page, he used a whole blank page, and it was a huge portrait. Not even it was a portrait of Yahweh, right? Like full penetration. It was it was nuts, right? And I don't know where this kind of behavior came from him. He's not a big yaoi guy. He's not even gay. He's not pansexual. He's not even part of that group. He just likes to draw, right? And he's a very good artist, but this is probably one of the best drawings I've ever seen from him. It's so detailed. It's so I felt like I was in the scene. I felt like I was in the chair watching that happen on my bed, right? It was crazy, full detail portrait, crazy, right? So I'm like, oh, because it's just a joke. It's just funny, right? It's not nothing weird. I was like, oh, that's funny. He drew fucking Yao in my yearbook, hilarious, right? And he didn't draw it on over anything, just a blank page, right? So whatever, he draws that. I move on. Uh, I get other people to sign it, making sure they don't like flip that page and whatever. And so the last day of school comes around, right? And so I only have two classes on the last day of school. I had like a Spanish class, which was my first one, then an off block, which means if you don't have off blocks at your school, it's basically where you have like a free period um, in your day to do kind of not whatever you want, but like you can go off campus for a little bit as long as you come back and you're able to go to your last class. But since it's the last day of school and I only had one other class, I can just leave and go home, and then summer starts for me. So I do that. I leave, but I normally take the bus. But since I wanted to go home early. My mom picked me up, and she's like, "Well, I gotta go to your grandparents' house, pick up your sister, all that." So she picks me up, takes me to my grandparents' house. I have my yearbook. My grandparents love to look at my yearbook, and we pick up my sister. But I stay at my grandparents' house for a little bit because my mom likes to talk to my grandparents. Eventually, my grandpa, the conversation comes up. His name is Gerald. Um, Grandpa Gerald says, "Oh yeah, I'd love to see your yearbook, right? I'd love to read it, because again, like I said, they love to flip through it and love to read it and all that." And so he does. He looks at the signatures, and then thank God, he skips past the Yowie page, and he's just flipping through it, and he's like, "Oh my God, this is so sweet. I want to sign it, right?" And the part with signatures on it, like the first and second page, are filled because I am popular and cool and have a lot of friends, of course. So he gets to the page with the Yowie on it, assuming it's blank. And I didn't really notice that because I wasn't really paying attention. I forgot about the Yowie, of course. It's just like, it wasn't a big deal to me. Um, and when he gets that page, he just makes his gasping. He goes like, like, no, I can do it better. Like that, like, you know? He like makes that sound, and I'm like, "Yo, are you all right?" Well, I didn't say yo to my grandpa, but I'm like, "Are you okay? Hello, you good?" And he's not really responsive. He's not like dead on the floor or anything yet. Um, but he makes that like noise. I'm like, "What do you see?" And then it clicks in my brain, like he saw the Yowie. He he had to see the Yowie, right? And so my grandma is home. I don't know where she's at right now, but God bless her soul. Um, and so my grandpa, he kind of drops the yearbook, and I'm like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say to him. I don't. I try to get a word out, and I'm just like, I'm cooked, right? He's gonna tell my mom. He's gonna tell my grandma. I'm gonna get kicked out of the house. It's not even my fault. It's just a drawing, man. But their grandparents are not really accepting. You know how it is. I could gather they think that I'm mad by seeing that picture. Um, and then he falls over, right? Like he falls over, fucking big thud on the ground when his head hits the floor, and it's a big deal now. It's kind of a big deal. So I rush over to him. My mom rushes over to him. I still don't know where my grandma is. Probably like stuck in the bathroom or something. I don't know. You know how grandmas are. Uh, so I'm like, oh, what should we do? He's kind of breathing. Um, he's like, I don't really feel for his heartbeat. I wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't thinking about the whole like little chest compression thing. I just like I don't know. So we call the hospital, right? I get my yearbook. I go to the hospital thing. Uh, and so we're in this waiting room for a little bit. And long story short, he's dead, right? He's out, flatlining. Beep. We think it's a heart attack, and he's like 80. So it's like, yeah, if it's a heart attack, he's cooked. His goose is cooked, right? So heart attack, dies, whatever. Not whatever. That's really fucked up. I'm sorry. Uh, but what I'm thinking right now is like, thank God, right? Thank God that he didn't tell anybody else about it, because then I'm out of the house. I'm cooked, right? Um, so I think, with a long story short, I think we should all be grateful that, or not all of us. I think that I should be grateful that I got the chance to just see how like one of my grandparents would react if I even did come out, right? Like again, I don't think showing the yaoi is equivalent to coming out, but like now I know if I did come out, I would have directly killed my grandma and grandpa, but now it's just my grandpa, and it's like a test run. Thank you guys for watching this video. Have a good day.